This is Mac OS Ken.
Talk of shorter shortcuts, IP trouble for Apple, and there's some rumor about Apple and cars. It's Wednesday, the 26th of May, 2021. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Headspace. Meditation made simple. Get a free 1-month trial at headspace.com/macOSCan. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOSCan. It's not something that Apple advertised, but at least one report says shortcuts are even shorter since the iOS 14.6 update. 9to5Mac actually highlights reports from people on Twitter and Reddit. They indicate that actions in the Shortcuts app run faster with iOS 14.6 and the iOS 14.7 beta. According to the piece, one of the reports mentions that a shortcut with 700 actions used to take about 30 seconds to run on iOS 14.5, but now it runs in just 13 seconds with iOS 14.6. Other users report that the speed got slightly faster with the update, but nothing significant. 700 actions. That sounds like the Rube Goldberg machine of shortcuts. Now, not content to rely on the great unwashed, 9to5Mac ran its own shortcuts tests. While they did notice speedier performance, the piece says this only becomes more noticeable when it comes to shortcuts with dozens or hundreds of actions. One they ran had 380 actions. On an iPhone running iOS 14.5.1, that shortcut took 8 seconds. On an iPhone running iOS 14.6, it took 4 seconds. Unfortunately, the Do My Writing For Me shortcut still isn't working. Kind of weak. And maybe an iOS 15. More music for you, way within arm's reach. Mac Rumor says Tidal has joined Spotify and, of course, Apple Music in offering offline listening on Apple Watch. According to the piece, Tidal on the Apple Watch provides access to tracks, albums, playlists, and downloaded content that can be listened to offline from anywhere without internet connectivity. Doesn't it seem crazy sometimes that everything is everywhere? I mean, it isn't, but kind of is. Kind of crazy. The Canadian company Telus Health has fired up a service tied to Apple Watch. iMore says the sister company to Telus Wireless has announced a 24/7 monitoring service for Apple Watch fall detection. Called Telus Health Companion on Apple Watch, the company's press release on the offering says lots of words. Basically, they like it and want Canadians with health issues or who may be at risk of falling to like it too and pay them for it. iMore says the service starts at $54 a month and includes a brand new Apple Watch cellular model with coverage across Canada. The U.S. International Trade Commission is interested in your wrist, assuming your wrist has an Apple Watch on it. Apple Insider says the ITC will launch an investigation to decide whether Apple's chronometer violates patents held by AliveCor. AliveCor makes electrocardiogram devices and other health-related stuff. Apple Insider says the company lodged a patent infringement lawsuit against Apple in December of last year, claiming that the Apple Watch infringes on its intellectual property related to using wearable sensors for cardiac monitoring. They also lodged a formal complaint with the ITC last month. Just barely underway, this one. The piece says the commission will announce a time frame for its investigation in the next 45 days. Remember iBeacon? In case you do not, Apple Insider has a quick primer. Introduced with iOS 7, says the piece, iBeacon is a location-aware communications protocol that uses Bluetooth Low Energy for precise positioning and ranging operations. Compatible beacons can interact with iOS devices, for example, to trigger app features, redeem digital passes, issue push notifications, or assist in indoor navigation. A lot of people think iBeacon failed. Personally, I think the whole thing was supposed to happen on the QT. Every time I went to Disneyland, back when I did such things, certain restaurants would ping my phone saying, "Come on in." I suspect the invisible hand of iBeacon. Why bring this up? Because Apple is being sued over the technology. The same Apple Insider piece says Bill J. Coe, a non-practicing entity, believe it or not, has filed suit against the Cupertino company. The suit argues that iBeacon violates 6 patents held by the company, covering such ideas as location-based transfer of data, location-based permissions, and automated content presentation, among others. The patents stretch back to 2008. Bill J. Coe says it made Apple aware of its alleged IP infringement in 2019. The stars at night are big and bright where this one was filed. Lodged with the patent holder-friendly U.S. District Court for the Western District of Texas, Apple Insider says the suit seeks compensation for infringement, damages, and court fees. More news in a moment, but first a word from Headspace. Meditation made simple. You know how meditation apps are supposed to help you relax? Yeah, Headspace is the first one I've found that's actually done that for me. With other apps, I always felt like I didn't know what I was doing. Headspace is the first app to tell me that there's no right way or wrong way to do it. No meditation app I've tried before has made that so clear, and no app I've tried before has offered so many options. From meditations when you're out and about, to quick hits to help you focus in a flash, those are the SOS meditations, to full courses meant to help you build a long-lasting meditation practice. The Headspace approaches to mindfulness can reduce stress, improve sleep, boost focus, and increase your overall sense of well-being. You deserve to feel happier, and Headspace is meditation made simple. Go to headspace.com/macOSKen. That's headspace.com/macOSKen for a free 1-month trial with access to Headspace's full library of meditations for every situation. This is the best deal offered right now. Head to headspace.com/macOSKen today. Apple and autos, the story that both won't turn over and won't stop running. iMore highlights a report from the Wall Street Journal. That report has Apple thinking really hard about cars. I know, who'd have guessed? The journal quotes Peter Fentel, Director of Technology and Innovation for Capgemini Engineering Germany. Quoting that quote, "We have seen enough echoes in the supply chain that we know Apple is really looking into every detail of car engineering and car manufacturing, but nobody knows if what Apple creates will be a car or a tech platform or a mobility service." I know, who'd have guessed? Word of interesting add-ons for Verizon customers. The Verge says Big Red is giving away as much as a year of Apple Arcade or a year of Google Play Pass to users of specific wireless plans. Specifically, the piece says, customers who pay for the Play More Unlimited and Get More Unlimited plans get 12 months of either app subscription service for free, while all other unlimited plans get 6 months. Play More Unlimited costs $80 a month for one line. Get More Unlimited costs $90 a month. Both Apple Arcade and Google Play Pass cost $4.99 a month each. A year of either doesn't seem like a huge incentive, but it's not. That's why I called it an add-on. Each has a number of other services to go along, including unlimited 5G mobile hotspots, which are capped, which is hilarious, Hulu bundles, Apple Music subscriptions of various lengths, and more. iPhone has served as an incentive for wireless carriers for a while. It's interesting to see Apple services serving in the same role, albeit at a smaller scale. The Apple TV app is looking sharper on the latest Xbox. Anyway, it should be this week. Engadget says the application for Xbox Series X and S is getting support for Dolby Vision. According to Wikipedia, Dolby Vision is a set of technologies developed by Dolby Labs for high dynamic range video. Associated metadata is used to adjust the brightness, color, and sharpness of each frame of the video to match the display color volume. I don't know. I think mine would look better in doubly. Apple titles such as Ted Lasso and Mythic Quest take advantage of this tech. Of course, people can also rent and buy movies and TV shows through the Apple TV app as well. For those, Engadget says users will see a Dolby Vision logo on a show or movie's description page if that title and your setup supports it. Because, oh yeah, you need a Dolby Vision display as well. It seems weird to me that anybody would have a Dolby Vision display, the latest Xbox, and not have an Apple TV. And again, I have two Apple TVs, a 5-year-old television, an 8-year-old television, a 5-year-old Xbox One, and a 7-year-old Xbox One. Takes all kinds, I guess. The 2021 Apple Watch Pride bands have made it out to the world. First announced last week, a piece from the Mac Observer says both the $99 braided solo loop and the $49 Nike Sport Loop are available now in Apple's physical stores or on Apple's site. New Pride faces are also available. They hit with Monday's release of watchOS 7.5. And finally today, Elisabeth Moss won't just be starring in the Apple TV Plus series Shining Girls. She'll also take a turn at directing. Variety ran a piece earlier this week saying that the Mad Men, West Wing, and Handmaid's Tale actress will direct 2 of the show's 8 planned episodes. Recapping the plot, Variety says Shining Girls follows Kirby, played by Moss, a Chicago reporter who survived a brutal assault, only to find her reality shifting as she hunts down her attacker. The series also stars Wagner Moura as Dan, a veteran journalist breaking the widening story of a copycat attack. 3 directors are slated for this show, all 3 women. Michelle MacLaren will lead the first 2 episodes. She has directed on little shows like Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones and Westworld, to name a few. Moss takes the next 2. She has actually directed 3 episodes of The Handmaid's Tale. And Dana Reed will direct the final 4 episodes. 36 credits on her IMDb page, including turns on Space Force, Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries, and The Handmaid's Tale. No word on when Shining Girls will hit Apple TV+. Coming up in a few minutes, when the country went into lockdown last year, Parallel host Shelley Brisbane was on a plane. We talked about that then. On today's In a Few Minutes, we talk about getting back to something like the before times. The show is called In a Few Minutes. Look for it and listen wherever you look for and listen to podcasts. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by Headspace. Meditation made simple. Get a free 1-month trial at headspace.com/macOSken. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOSken. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. info@macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.